Adam Sandler, renowned for his unique and often eccentric performances in films that blend comedy with heartfelt moments, chose not to deliver a conventional, solemn address when he was honored with a prestigious Career Achievement Award at an event celebrating movies aimed at mature audiences. Instead, true to his signature style that has endeared him to fans worldwide through decades of laughter-inducing roles, he opted for what he excels at most, delivering a barrage of hilarious jokes that had the audience roaring with amusement. This approach not only highlighted his comedic prowess but also served as a reminder of why he has remained a staple in the entertainment industry, captivating viewers with his blend of absurdity and relatability. He kicked off his speech by addressing the elephant in the room, his advancing age, in a way that was both self-deprecating and uproariously funny. He quipped that many people had remarked to him, "Sandman, receiving this particular award signifies that you're getting up there in years now." But he cleverly countered that notion, asserting that it wasn't the award itself that made him feel aged. Rather, he had a list of 10 other personal reasons that unequivocally proved he was, in his own colorful words, quite old. This setup immediately drew chuckles from the crowd, as it promised a dive into the kind of personal anecdotes that Sandler is famous for sharing in his stand-up routines and films. By framing his age not as a somber milestone but as fodder for comedy, he transformed what could have been a reflective moment into an entertaining spectacle, much like how he turns everyday scenarios into comedic gold in movies such as Billy Madison or The Waterboy. Delving into his list, the 59-year-old actor shared these reasons with impeccable timing, each one building on the last to create a cascade of laughter. The first reason he mentioned involved a rather intimate and exaggerated health mishap, where he humorously confessed that recently, he had to resort to taking a medication typically used for other purposes just to handle a basic bodily function. Specifically, he joked about swallowing a Viagra pill merely to urinate, only for the effects to linger far longer than intended, lasting more than 4 hours, which prompted him to call his doctor in a panic. This punchline played on common side effect warnings associated with such medications, amplifying the absurdity to poke fun at the indignities of aging. It's the kind of raw, unfiltered humor that Sandler has mastered, often drawing from real-life embarrassments to connect with audiences who appreciate his willingness to expose vulnerabilities for a laugh. Continuing with his litany of age-related woes, he described how the text size on his smartphone had become so enlarged for better visibility that his messages could be easily read by passengers seated by the window on commercial flights, like those operated by major airlines. This vivid imagery evoked scenes of privacy invasion in the most mundane settings, turning a simple accessibility adjustment into a comedic nightmare. Sandler's delivery likely included exaggerated gestures or facial expressions, enhancing the visual comedy and reminding everyone of his background in sketch comedy from his early days on Saturday Night Live. By sharing this, he tapped into a universal experience for many in middle age and beyond, where technology adaptations become necessary but inadvertently hilarious, fostering a sense of camaraderie among the attendees who might relate to similar adjustments in their own lives. Moving on, he recounted an experience at his high school reunion, where he found himself spending the majority of the evening offering condolences to former classmates. He phrased it as repeatedly saying, "I'm so sorry to hear that," implying a barrage of sad updates about life's hardships, losses, or ailments that often dominate such gatherings as people grow older. This observation captured the bittersweet nature of reunions, where nostalgia mixes with the realities of time's passage, but Sandler spun it into humor by emphasizing the repetitive, almost monotonous sympathy he had to express. It's a clever commentary on how social interactions evolve with age, shifting from youthful exuberance to more reflective, sometimes melancholic exchanges, yet he delivered it with a light-hearted twist that prevented it from becoming maudlin. Another reason he listed pertained to the discoloration of his toenails, which he described in a grotesquely funny manner. He noted that none of them matched in color anymore, and when he removed his socks, they resembled a mismatched assortment from a box of colorful crayons. This analogy painted a ridiculous picture, likening a common age-related issue, perhaps due to fungal infections or poor circulation, to a child's art supply, thereby defusing any potential gross-out factor with whimsy. Sandler's ability to find humor in bodily changes is a hallmark of his comedy, seen in films where physical comedy plays a central role, and this joke likely elicited groans mixed with giggles, as it pushed the boundaries of taste in a way that's signature to his style. He then touched on his viewing habits regarding award season screeners, films sent out for consideration in prestigious accolades. Despite pressing play on numerous movies, a total of 44 different ones, he admitted he could only remain awake for a mere combined 8 minutes across all of them. This confession highlighted the fatigue that comes with age, where even engaging content fails to hold attention due to waning energy levels. The audience's reaction, described as being left in stitches, underscores how Sandler's self-mockery resonated, turning a potential sign of disinterest or laziness into a relatable quip about the physical toll of getting older. It's reminiscent of his roles where characters often exhibit exaggerated laziness or ineptitude, making the joke feel authentic to his persona. Beyond just listing these reasons, Sandler's speech served as a broader reflection on his career, even if delivered through humor. His films have often explored themes of maturity, family, and personal growth, wrapped in layers of comedy that appeal to a wide demographic. By joking about aging at an event focused on movies for grown-ups, he cleverly aligned himself with the award's ethos, suggesting that his work has always been about embracing life stages with levity. This wasn't just a speech, it was a performance, showcasing why he deserves recognition for a career built on making people laugh at the absurdities of existence. In addition to celebrating his past achievements, the event also spotlighted his ongoing contributions to the industry. His most recent project, a film titled J. Kelly, is currently available for streaming on a popular online platform, allowing fans to enjoy his latest work from the comfort of their homes. This mention ties back to his enduring relevance, as Sandler continues to produce and star in content that blends humor with contemporary storytelling. The film's availability underscores the shift in how audiences consume media today, with streaming services democratizing access to celebrity-driven projects.